So today I'm going to show you how to use LymphaTouch for pre or post-event massage. So as therapists, a lot of what we do is positive pressure with hands. So pre-event, we've got our football or rugby, long distance runner, whatever that might be, when they're wanting that pre-event massage to get everything loose. It's always about positive pressures and working like that. It's quite hard work for us as therapists. So I want to introduce you to LymphaTouch and how negative pressure can be a part of that whole process. And one thing I've done with my footballers is I tend to do my pre-game massage with this device. It's brilliant for the players. The players have responded really positively to it, and they feel it releases and helps mobilise their tissues much quicker. So we're just going to work with Katie here today. So Katie has got a couple of runs coming up, so we're going to look at during her training, treating her legs, just to mobilise everything up. She's getting a little bit sore after the past couple of runs. So rather than having with hands where she's already a little bit sensitive, so I'm going to use this. So the first thing I'll do is I'll use a little bit of emollient, because what I want to do is just make sure it's a nice and slippery surface. And with LymphaTouch, what I can do is I can select what pressures I'm going to use. And the first thing I'll do is I'm going to have a little feel and see how things are going. So that feels okay, yeah. So she's feeling a little bit tight, it's not too bad. So what I can now do on here is I'm going to select 80mm mercury of pressure, so it's not too high a pressure, but it's specific at what pressures I want to deliver. I'm then going to put it onto a continuous suck and hold, so the negative pressure will just lift up now and hold. And what I can do is I can create a little anchor point, and I can just nicely glide and just work these tissues really nice, creating lots of different motions. At any point, I can just work a little bit with thumbs and loosen up. And something like this pre-game literally takes a couple of minutes. And if you think your athlete doesn't feel like it's strong enough, we can just pop that up. So I'm going to pop it up to about 120mm mercury pressure now. A little bit stronger, you can see with the lotion it glides nicely, so you can get plenty of work done. So particularly pre-game, you don't want to you don't want to aggravate the tissues too much. So the player is then going on to, or the athlete is going on to compete, and their legs are feeling sore following massage. And then also after a game or after an event, when their legs or whatever it is that might actually be feeling a little bit sore, actually having somebody's hands go through might also add to that discomfort. So having something like a negative pressure, which is nice and comfortable, releases and mobilises those tissues nicely, increases the blood flow and the lymphatic flow, just to get everything working. So I hope that gives you a bit of an insight of how quick and easy it is to use LymphaTouch pre and post event, and hopefully Katie will be able to continue on with her training.